the 50 unit Airbnb verbal rental storage income expense tracker. If you're looking for something to track your rental properties, this is the spreadsheet that does it all. Okay. Now, in this video, I'm just going to cover over the years how it has grown into becoming this spreadsheet you're looking at. Because this is the year 2026. We recently updated this spreadsheet. Here you can see the summary. Okay. And the summary is basically where all information you enter gets right here. Let's go to 2021. This is the first year this was designed. This was created in 2021. As you can see, it's really simple. There's no graph, there's no chart or anything. Okay. The data entry hasn't changed much. Of course, new columns has been added to compensate for the charts and everything. Let's jump. You can see here the daily data entry compared to 2026 daily entry here. And you can see we have added for 2026. New is the 1099 NEC. It's basically for employees, tracking employees, payouts, and year-end taxes. Okay. But over the years, we added tax. You can see here tax depreciation, section 179, energy credit, maintenance. One of my favorite is the maintenance. With the maintenance, I'm able to track almost all the properties, units, maintenance. Because with the calendar, with a click of a mouse, you can change and track and see all your maintenance get displayed. 2026, we added a 1099 NEC. As you continue to grow and you have more rental property, you're going to hire people, contractors or whatever, to work on your property. And this is the best way to track your 1099 because year end, you can, with a simple tab sort, you can actually select and it will display on the calendar. For example, here's a 1099. And this information here is just a quick reference, so it's not all correct. So it's just some we put in so it can generate what you guys can see, just a little reference. But you can see how it generates on this calendar. And you can select maintenance. And it shows the maintenance. So let's do a quick example here. Once you hit yes, on property 28126 as a tax depreciation, you go back to calendar and you see how it carries that over to the calendar. Really nice feature, guys. And on your left here, you can see there is a income, track your income for each property, each unit. So that's nice to see that. Okay. And let me see here, you do that payment. There you go. You see, you can pretty much, it lights up for you. It matches the color and everything. So a little nice, little nice feature and everything for the calendar. Now, let's jump back to, again, over the years, you can see how it transformed and became what the spreadsheet is now. But this is year 2021. Very simple spreadsheet, very simple dashboard. Setup, data calculation, really simple. And then you jump to year 2. As you can see, year 2, we added and updated the data entry to add miles and starting time and date, and then the summary got updated, and you can see this the pillars, the standard for the summary start getting developed in year 2022. Very nice dashboard got updated, and this was basically the foundation that we will use to eventually grow the spreadsheet. You got the setup. You can see the setup calculation drop down list starting to form itself. And you got your how-to instruction. And let's go to year 2023. 2023, not much change. We just add a little bit more information on the summary, some charts, some more charts. That's very useful. You can see we had accrued income, project saving by month, balance, quarterly balance, dashboard, add a couple more graphs. give, you know, the more information, more data you have, the more you're able to control your business, right? The more you're able to see your expense, where it's going, where's profits, where you're short at, your income, what units perform, not performing, right? And then your setup calculations start to even form more, a little more detail. We add a lease amount so you can track that start, end date. We're jumping to year 2024. Again, we added the data entry. We added the tax section, energy, and maintenance. That was one of my favorite because once we did that, we were able to add the calendar to create all the information that you can track over to the calendar. And summary, we added current total lease, prior common lease. So it's a little bit useful things that you can use to help run your business. And then you got your annual summary. And this year we added 50 units. So that was nice. It grew into a 50 unit spreadsheet because there are people out there that actually have 50 units. So, and that's the reason why we added the 50 units in there. Setup, again, here you got your leasing type lease. We start, we add condition format now where you lease expires 60 days before you, so notify you as you get closer to that 60-day window, it will fully light up and give you an example on the 2026 spread. Here's set up as you can see here. So that the date it gets closer, it highlights, and then it kind of notifies you when you need to send out your leads. Very nice feature. That was one of my favorite. Again, adding there helps us to manage a lot of our units. Okay. Now let's jump back to 24. But again, back to here 26. We added this year. We added the 1099. You know, every year we're doing taxes. How can we make this spreadsheet more efficient? And this is one of the things that we did this year. We added that in there. Of course, when you add something like that, you pretty much you don't have to revamp the whole spreadsheet, but you do have to double check everything and update a lot of the you know, the charts and everything, and even grow the spreadsheet a little bit. The nice thing about this spreadsheet is that, let's say we delete it, go down to 25 units. Let's see what happens here, right? To the charts and stuff. Nice thing about it, you can see here the charts actually update itself. They're all dynamic charts, so they update by the Y and X axis. So it makes it clean, simple. It's not messy. Even in the summary, you can see all these charts that get updated. Okay, so it's very, very cool. But we figured we'll do a quick video to show you the update that we did this year. Again, I use this myself. It is very efficient, very versatile. So I highly recommend the product. And until next time, you guys have any question, whatever, leave a comment below. Okay, thanks. Bye now.